Okay, well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the e-commerce, or good afternoon, and welcome to our e-commerce growth summit. I'm your host, Steven Tejamulia, chief editor of the Growth Publisher, and I'm thrilled to introduce Alan Smith, the founder and CEO of Coupon Bank Global Limited, today. Alan, he's been great to be able to jump on the show. Last minute, we had a cancellation from a speaker that got sick, but I was able to meet up with Alan. He is here to talk about accelerating sales with multi-channel coupons. He's the founder and owner of Coupon Bank. Alan, thank you so much. It's a privilege of having you with us today.
Thanks to be invited, Stephen.
Very well. So I'd love to hear the story of, how did you start your career? How did you end up as CEO of Coupon Bank? Tell us a little bit of the background, and then we'll dive
Okay.
into questions.
I got into coupons 13 years ago by mistake. We were working with one of the UK's biggest retailers, biggest retailers, and they had a technical problem where they needed a platform that could create coupons that would be 100% perfect and be distributed across their network to different printers. The act of it was achievable. We had a very slim period of time to do it. And within 12 weeks, we deployed our first coupon platform solution, which is still being used today. That took the original lead time for coupons was about 3 months, and we took it down to about 4 weeks. So we made a considerable saving in time. So as the platform began to get used more widely across the business, we were approached by a data company, dunnhumby, one of the biggest data companies in the world, and asked would it be possible to create a social media coupon platform. So we thought about it. The brief was coupons that could be shared on social media that could not be malredeemed. Malredemption is when people commit fraud with coupons. I think America's had an issue with it with the post office with their coupons. Fraud is a real big issue. So we started to build a prototype, and we discovered that the company that was interested in it was Procter & Gamble. So we thought, well, this is interesting. If Procter & Gamble don't know who their customers are that use Colgate toothpaste, maybe we can miniaturize the technology so that any business could use coupons in an effective way to grow sales. So after 4 or 5 years of trial and error, we came up with Coupon Bank, which is a platform that piggybacks on all your social networks, that not identifies coupons, but can be sent to all your customers, but we track the channel that you use. So if you send something over Facebook, we know who receives it. If you send it over Google, etc. We also integrate with Shopify. So that's how we got into coupons. Technically, there's a lot of challenges with coupons, so we tried iron them out, and now we've got a solution that literally any business can create coupons on a mobile device.
That's great. So explain to us before we jump in here, because I want to hear more. How does Coupon Bank work? You sign up as an individual and a business. Give us a little more detail, because that will let us
Okay.
give us more light into the rest of your questions.
Okay. So Coupon Bank is a software as a service business. We looked at the market and what was happening out there, and we looked at how Groupon was operating in the US and in the UK, and we thought their model was flawed. Groupon would take 50% of the balance of a deal. So let's say you had a hotel room that cost $100. They would recommend a discount of 50%, and then would take 50% commission on the remaining value. So a room that would normally retail for $100, the hotel was getting $25 for. And we thought this model is just killing small businesses from actually getting into coupons. So we came up with a SaaS model. It's a model that charges per month. You can enter for $20 a month. or you can go enterprise, which is a price-as-you-go basis. So our model just makes it really easy for any retailer to go to the App Store, download the app, or log on to couponbank.com retailer and create an account, and you could be making coupons within minutes. We've extended it a bit further than that as well. We thought, okay, what happens when someone arrives at your premises with a coupon? Well, the thing is, you want to be able to identify who's standing in front of you. So what we've done is created a loyalty platform at the end of it. So when a customer comes with a coupon to your premises, you can invite them to follow you on Coupon Bank. When they follow you on Coupon Bank, they exchange their data with you. They become part of your program. They receive a thank you coupon, and you can check the customer in. If the customer enters the venue, in 3 months' time, they can request to be checked in. You can see their preferences. You can see how many times they've visited, who their server is. So you build a whole sort of profile of your customers. So the premise is that when you identify your customers and your business is quiet and you know there's not many bookings or there's many sales or there's stuff on sale, you can actually create a coupon in real time that can touch customers who already trust you and have already been to your store or restaurant.
Is it global, or do you cover certain geographic regions, or anywhere can use Coupon Bank?
We're current in the UK. It's available in the US. We're looking for partners in the US. We don't get to America a great deal. It's available in Europe. And it's available in the Republic of Ireland. The US would be a great market for us because I think as an opportunity, the US is way ahead in its adoption of coupons. It's virtually a cult over there. And I think the coupon market's slightly different, where people have clip coupons where they take the paper coupons in, and we're trying to digitize all that. So once we digitize it, it just makes it more accessible. One thing that I want to say is that what we're trying to do is to create coupons that stop products going to landfill. In the UK, we have an issue with Amazon where anything that gets returned, because it can't be discounted where someone will buy it, it goes into landfill. We want to be able to see products that are going to go to landfill discounted to cost, or just above cost, so the retailer can make a margin, and create a coupon for them just as a last opportunity to get people to buy the product before it gets recycled or it gets stuck in the ground.
Very good. And if there is anyone listening here, or that will be listening, that is interested to partner with you, this is a perfect time. Like, how do they get a hold of you? Give them details there before we jump into these other questions.
Yeah, they can contact me directly at alan@couponbank.com. I'll reply to everyone who gets in touch, or you can follow me on LinkedIn. I'll put a link in the bio for later.
Okay, very good. So, strong presence, UK, expanding to many different countries. Alan's looking for partners, as well as companies and individuals looking to get a good deal. So diving into personalization and coupon marketing, how do you identify and utilize customer behavior data to personalize coupon offers effectively? Alan, what's been your experience?
Yeah, well, it depends. Well, there's a couple of things, really. If the retailers collect information on customers in terms of what their preferences are. So with some of the companies we work with, at the till, they would analyze the till receipts. So they can identify what products you use at home, whether you have a dog, a child, how old the child is, what your favorite brand of coffee is. Then they would either do two things. They would create a competitive coupon, which they would turn around and say to a coffee alternative, we've got a Nescafe customer and we want to sell them Maxwell House. We've got a list of people who drink coffee, and then they would be targeted. Or alternatively, what we're doing on device, because Apple's privacy policies, about personalization, they take privacy seriously. We do. We ask our customers to list their preferences. So we say to our customers, what are you into? What sort of coupons do you want to receive? And then when retailers want to do a coupon, they can target the people who've selected the preferences that they want. Also, in terms of personalization, we give the user the choice to follow their favorite retailers. So what we've tried to do is to curate a coupon space of the discounts people want to receive. So on the app, they would select favorite retailers from a list, identify them. Any coupons that are created from their favorite retailers are automatically notified. So that's how the personalization experience we do it in terms of the old-fashioned way is the till receipt. The more modern way that Apple prescribe is on-device personalization, and that's what we try and do.
And do you have any successful stories you could share with us of people who've been able to personalize coupons and seen a significant increase in redemption rates?
Yeah, we've worked with a couple of companies. We've worked with a hotel, oddly enough. Unfortunately, it went into liquidation during the COVID. And what they were doing, we did a campaign with them where when they sent out booking information, so they would send out, if you booked a party of 8 people to their hotel, they would send out a booking confirmation email to one person. 8 people would turn up at the hotel. We would be able to ask them to identify themselves on Coupon Bank by scanning the code. This then increased the database by 8. We went on then to create coupons in the venue where people would scan coupons, drink, or to opt into their promotions. And we also created a Shopify store that when people came into the business and it was late at night, they could scan a discount code for a pizza, they'd get the discount, it would transact, and they saw a 200% uptake in engagement, and their database increased by about 5-fold. There was a documentary on the BBC called The Party Hotel. If you can access the BBC iPlayer from the US, that'd be a really interesting show. But that's most probably the most relevant one. I think on average, the success rate in using coupons to grow your business is a redemption rate of about 20%. So what businesses are looking for is an uplift in their sales. The misconception with coupons is this. People think coupons is about reducing your margin to get rid of product, but really it's not. What you're actually doing is you're discounting a couple of products to increase the average basket size. So if you've got a customer who's coming in to save $3 on a pizza, or $2 or $4 on some beer or barbecue equipment, the effort it takes to park your car to come into the store, people would spend more. They just don't want to miss out on the discount. Human beings are programmed just to look for deals and to not miss out on them. That's where the whole thing with the fear of missing out, FOMO, is a real thing. And I think retailers use that to their advantage and grow their basket sales. Normally, retailers would basically benefit £1 of profit for every £1 invested in the coupon campaign.
Love it. You are the expert in this subject. I can already tell. And for those listening, questions, please ask them. Please reach out to Alan afterwards. This might be a little bit, futuristic, but what role do you see AI and machine learning play in personalization of coupons in the future?
I think a massive role. I think retail and our experience with how we interact with retailers is going to completely change. I think the way we use Google and Bing and search engines to find details and products is going to completely change, because we'll simply just be asking an AI to enter the parameters of something we're looking for and the price we're prepared to pay, and the AI will find the optimum solution. I think that's going to be the user experience going forward. I think coupons will play in there, and it's something we're looking at now, is that we would be optimizing our coupons and interface with the chat API, the chatbot APIs of ChatGPT, to make our discounts available. So if someone's looking for a discount for a lawnmower, for a barbecue, for a night out, some hospitality. We want our coupons by our retailers to be indexed by the chatbots, because I think going forward, that's just how we're going to find information. I've been using ChatGPT for a long time now. We're on the early editions of it. I've actually got on my mobile phone an action button on my iPhone, and it's a conversational AI. This is in its infancy. I think the whole thing about shopping and hospitality and reservations is just going to be revolutionized.
Yeah, that is a very clear vision you outlined, and you are truly in the forefront of it. What are some of the different, tools and technologies, including your own, that have been game changers in connecting online and offline coupon experiences? If you could share some that you use, your own, others that you may say man, this is really paving the way to the future between offline and online.
I think what we're starting to see now is a convergence of online and offline, and this is why I think the word that is used and that's where when you do a deal, it's available across all your sources. I think the biggest change that we're going to see really is having a.
I think I can't hear you, Alan. You may be. Let's see here. Okay, we'll unmute for a second. Oh, your microphone's on mute. There you go. Try. Can you hear me? Okay, so it's Real Tech. Oh, your sound went off on me for some reason. I cannot hear you. Sorry, everybody listening. We are just having a little technical difficulties. We'll see if we can solve it in a second. Are you there? It might be your mic. Oh, I hear something. There we go. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes. You're back. Something must have gone off.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay,
I'll
we're
go
back
with
on.
So where did you get up to?
Okay, so man, I hope you have so much good things to say. I mean, this is a amazing session here. You were talking about the convergence of online, offline. What's shaping it and the technologies when we went off. If you can restart there, and then
Yeah, sure.
for the audience recording, I'll chop off that part. So we're restarting at this point.
I think what we're seeing now is a convergence whereby every store retailer now is having an online presence, and what businesses are trying to do is to communicate across their different channels. Also, if you think of all the social channels as well, I think businesses need a real good strategy about how they're going to spend their money going forward. We've been working with a customer who's a large brand, a global brand, and we built out a site for them, and what they're finding now is that their customer acquisition cost, we calculated it to be £12. The product they're selling is £17. So we were basically saying by the time you come to ship it, you're basically making no money at all. And so what this has done is making people realise that having a solid strategy about how you can engage people in store and online. And one of the things that we're trying to introduce to retailers, to smaller retailers, is to capture customers at the venue when they interact, incentivise them to follow you directly. If you can get a link with your customers directly at the point of purchase, that's a relationship that the business owns. Currently, if you use social media like Facebook or Google, etc., they own that relationship. And we think that success in the future is about businesses being able to own their own relationships directly with the customer, that they can interact with and that they can drive business and footfall to their premises when they really need to. Especially in the hospital, is on its knees. It's been devastated with COVID. The energy prices since the war in Ukraine have gone through the roof. Bills have gone from $10,000 a month to $60,000 a month, and these guys have got nowhere to go. They're actually closing their establishments Monday to Thursday because they can't afford to keep them open and staffed. So I think, if you can make a time and a campaign to connect with your customers at the point of purchase, you stand a greater chance of success.
And how does Coupon Bank seamlessly integrate this coupon experience across multiple devices and platforms include social media? What is the experience that you provide that makes it easy to capture that conversion?
What we do that we believe is different is we'll work with a retailer to deploy Coupon Bank in their premises or at their venues, and we'll work with them to build out their offering, and teach them how to create their own coupons. When people an experience would be use Coupon Bank, create a coupon, share the link that we create for you of the coupon, which is tracked across all your social media. So if you're going to do an advert on Google, or if you're going to do an advert on Facebook or Instagram, you'd use the tracking link that we provide, and then when people come to redeem the coupon, they're taken back to the Coupon Bank site where you have access to the data that they want to share with you. So when people want to use the coupon, you know who's used the coupon. That can be either in store, so if people come into a store, they would use the mobile app and show the QR code. If it's an online experience, they would go online where we copy and paste the code in. But the experience is owned and the tracking is owned by the retailer, not us. It's not our relationship with your customer, it's your relationship as a retailer with the customer. So we're like a Salesforce / Groupon that doesn't charge commission, that allows you to create those coupons, to share them with your customers, and to record your customers. So that's what we're more about, is helping retailers retain the data on their customers, and that's what we're all about.
And thanks for explaining that. You mentioned social media a couple times. What strategies have you found most effective for creating viral coupons on social media?
Yeah, we're trying different channels ourselves at the moment. We're looking at refining our optimization for the likes of TikTok. TikTok seems to work well. The likes of YouTube, again, is good if you can get your links embedded. I think it's trying to get, also a big thing that we're working with in the UK is influencers. So if you can work with influencers, and another avenue that we've started to explore is working with businesses who advertise on podcasts. So podcasts are massive now, massive globally. One of the things is the podcasts are normally sponsored by a company, but all the sponsors get is a mention. But with our platform, with Coupon Bank, they could create a link or create a coupon that is actually on the app, that when the podcast refers to it, the actual sponsor can see who's interacting with their brands. So I think, and also I think trying to promote yourself locally on local radio and TV is also a good aspect. But I think really it's more about your budget and the return on your investments. I think really not all social media works for every brand. So I think really it's on a sort of brand by brand basis, and to sort of do a deep dive into what's been successful for brands in the past, what hasn't, and then try and unpick and double click on the successful elements of it, and then try and combine those successful elements with coupons that lead back into forming a relationship with their customers.
Yeah, and you mentioned a little bit on data analytics, the importance of it. How does Coupon Bank leverage analytics to refine its coupon strategies?
So what we do is we have a marketing dashboard, and our dashboard basically tracks every interaction with the coupon. In terms of having custom data analytics, we would work with bigger retailers to build out, it depends how deep people want to go in terms of their data analytics. So we could give a customer journey in terms of how the customer interacted with the coupon, how many times the coupons were used, how many times the coupons were shared, what's the age group of the people that shared. So every touch point of a coupon can be analysed, and the messaging can be worked. We can also do A/B split campaigns to sort of work out what's actually cutting through, and a combination of analysing the data and the age of all the people who use the coupons would give us some sort of targeted metrics for people. But again, what we're trying to do is target the people who want to be targeted. We're not trying to find new people. We're trying to find, but we're trying to find people who want to use a particular retailer and opt in to their coupons and tell us what they want. So it really is, building out customer analytics and data analytics is really doable. We do it as a sort of surface level currently, but we could deep dive into the data as much as somebody wanted.
Now, I bet you from analyzing all these, from your big customer base, analyzing those coupons, you found some unexpected insights. Would you mind sharing any of those with us? Okay, I've seen this data. These are some lessons learned that I've seen from the data that I could share with everybody.
It's what we've noticed is holiday parks. So it sounds crazy. So any customer journey that results in, do you have a discount code, causes a surge of people looking for a discount code. So if you look at holiday parks, one of the UK centre parks, what causes a spike for us is when people identify that there is a coupon code available. When people think there's a coupon code available, they will really go to high ends to search for a coupon code. We also find that our demographic tends to be, women seem to share more coupons than men by a factor of 2. And also what we're noticing is women in their 40s upwards, anything that's a decent discount that their friends recommend, they will engage with.
Yeah, good insights. Moving on a little bit to loyalty, how do you integrate coupons into a loyalty program without diluting their perceived value?
Yeah, so we deal with loyalty in 2 ways. So we work with retailers to say, how do you want to reward your customers? Do you want to reward them with points based on their spend, which we track and record, or do you want to reward them with stamps? So they're the 2 options that we've got. What we've worked up recently is stamp cards. So we offer our retailers a white label stamp card, which we can deploy out the box. So they would turn around and say 10 stamps and you get a free beer or a free sandwich or a free coffee. Every retailer who uses a coupon bank can deploy that. Or if retailers want more visibility, they would create a reward. For example, a holiday weekend away in Las Vegas. They would create that. What you need to do is get 20 or 100,000 points. Retailers, all the different retailers can offer points on sharing their coupons. So and this comes down to, I said to my wife, what would motivate you to share something? And she said, if we could have a holiday for 4 in Disneyland, I would share that offer. If the prize was a £10,000 holiday to Disney World, I would share the coupon that I got that would enable that. So what we've done is this. On Coupon Bank, if you sign your friend, share a deal with your friend, you get 10 points. If your friend uses it, you both get 100 points. We put up a prize, the retailers put up a prize that's visible till it's redeemed, and the customers are incentivized to share their deals amongst themselves at no cost. So they've got the opportunity of competing competitively for the reward. So that's how we're dealing with rewards.
So they don't have to buy, they just have to share it.
Share, that's it. They can participate for free. They can sign the friends up. They get 1,000 points for every friend. Then you get 100 points for every coupon shared and redeemed, and 100 points for sharing coupons. So what we're trying to do is to create that virality where people think, do I want to compete for 1 million points to go to Florida? And that's what we're trying to get the retailers to get behind it and to offer really cool prizes. And the thing is, they get the byproduct of being talked about as the prize. So that's how we're sort of dealing with loyalty our side.
Now, your loyalty program probably has evolved over time to where it is today. Can you share some light on the evolution, and then as you evolved, what lessons learned have you internalized as your loyalty program evolved?
Do you know what? We had a clear vision from the start because we've worked with loyalty schemes in the past. We've sort of realised that the less people have to do, the more engagement you're going to get, and the bigger the prize. So the lessons learned from us, from our own, are not that great. Only to say, the bigger the prize, the bigger the opportunity, the more engagement you're going to get. And because what we decided was to make something free. The retailers can put a hotelier could put a hotel room in Las Vegas every Wednesday, but you've got to check in with 100,000 points. But you've got to buy the food, so it can be a conditional offer. So I'd say that's the thing that we've learned, to make sure that the retailers get a fair bite, that they're making money when people turn up, and that the offer themselves, they can cover it. So again, coming back to what I said earlier, Stephen, is we want everyone to be a winner. We want the retailer to be a winner. We want the customer to be a winner, and we want to be a winner also. And I don't think that that's impossible. And I think if the retailers come up with rewards for their quiet times, then that's going to be interesting. Just a bit of an insight. We worked with a company in Ireland who was selling coffee and sandwiches, and the guys turned around and said, look, we can't use discount code, really busy, we're going to be doing stuff for less. It would only be worth our while if we could offer discounts before our busy time. So we came up with a strategy whereby we turned around and said, between 10 and 12 you get a free cup of coffee. Between 12 and 2 you pay for the coffee. What the retailer identified was he was quite prepared to take a 9p or a 9 cent bump on a cup of coffee because he was selling sandwiches at the time that his staff were just standing around. So that's an intelligent use of coupons to narrow the funnel and to point it in the direction that you wanted the customers to travel in.
And any pitfalls that you want to point out to people about loyalty programs, designing them, that you've seen? You pointed some good benefits out. Any pitfalls you want to mention?
You need to really make sure the campaign's not going to cost you too much money. And what I mean by that is we would work with a retailer to say, okay, how many coupons are you going to issue? There's been instances in the UK, a very well documented one, with a wash machine manufacturer whose their loyalty program was unlimited holidays for people who bought appliances. Now, the deal they organised was from their loyalty provider was that not everyone's going to take the holidays, especially at the dates and times that they're available. They got it completely wrong. Everyone took the holidays. Everyone would be on the phone for an hour. So what I would say to retailers is you need to work out the cost of your campaign. So if you're doing a washing machine that's $1,000 and you're discounting it by 25%, it's going to cost you £250 an appliance. You're going to do that for. It can't be an unlimited amount because you might have an unlimited amount in stock. So we work with retailers to say, when you create your coupons, specify the amount of coupons that you want to generate. One thing I'd say that we have learnt is we don't do one code fits all. We don't do a code like 25% off washing machines that people can walk in with. All our codes are unique, And once they're gone, they're gone. So if we worked with a retailer who said, I want to do 100 coupons or 1,000 coupons, 25% off $1,000 machine, then that's what we do. And what happens is the coupons just expire. The coupons drop off, they expire, and once they're gone, they're gone. So retailers can accurately work out the cost of the campaign. Without using unique codes, you can't. And what you're going to do, if you can't deliver on your campaign, the whole reputational damage is massive. So that's my big takeaway. Work out the cost of the campaign, make sure you can afford it, make sure you've got the stock, make sure you're going to honour the offers that you're creating. If you get it wrong, everyone will share that more than the coupon.
Oh, this invaluable feedback you've shared. A little bit, I know this is your strength, cross-platform. How does Coupon maintain offers consistently across various platforms? What is the secret sauce there?
It's really down. So if you're saying how do we maintain consistency, we literally depend on our retailers. Our business can be seasonal, depending on the types of retailers that we're dealing with. And because we're a content aggregator, we are completely at the behest of our customers who want to use us. When we give advice to our customers, again, we would say to them, we'll have a one-to-one session, hear their story, because we don't want to talk them into a situation that they've already been through. We're more about listening to their problems and trying to find a new solution, and not trying to give them solutions that they've already had problems with. So really, that whole thing about the sectors, it's difficult, to be honest, Stephen, to quantify that for you.
And what are some of the challenges that they face when trying to maintain consistency across these platforms that you've encountered, and how have you solved them?
Well, in terms of consistency, when our customers create coupons, we have to approve them for them. So our guys are all designers, and we'll make sure that when larger companies create coupons from assets, we'll make sure they're consistently created and on brand, and they're not wrong in terms of what the messaging is.
Appreciate that, and that feedback and insight for the audience today. When you're creating coupons, you're trying to create a win-win scenario, as discussed before, for the retailers and the consumers. How do you balance the benefit between retailers and consumers in your coupon programs that you create?
Yeah, that's really more for the. We can only advise the retailers on what they're going to do. Ultimately, we'll listen to them. We want to make sure that the deals that they're actually providing show good value to customers. We have a thing called a rule of 100, whereby if we'd say to a retailer, look, if you're going to give a discount and it's less than £100, it's got to be as a percentage. So we would say if a product is $6, we turn around and say it's 25% off, 30% off, 40% off, 50% off. We wouldn't ask them to do that numerically. And again, it's down to the retailers. We can only educate them in terms of what we know, which we're quite happy to do, so that their internal creative teams, because one of the things to consider is we're giving retailers the tools to create their own coupons, their own coupon strategy. We're available all the time as a sounding board for all our retailers in terms of having a quick strategy meeting or a campaign strategy, depending on what the offer is. Pardon me. So that's roughly how we would work with them, Stephen.
Oh, thank you so much. This has been an amazing session. We'll cut out that little challenge with the mic there, but
okay.
If you have any parting words for the audience today and all those listening, what would it be, Alan?
I would say to every retailer out there, start connecting directly with your customers, because even for two things, to drive sales when you need them, but if you ever have the good fortune of selling your business and you can provide a database of all the customers that you're working with, that will make a real difference to when you sell the company. It's all going to be about differentiation and customer engagement. And with AI coming, knocking on the door, everyone needs to make sure their businesses are found.
Invaluable feedback, invaluable insight. You were truly an expert in coupons and loyalty and being able to create a cross-platform experience for customers. I really appreciate your time.
No, thank you.
I know for those listening, they're going to draw from those experiences. They'll probably replay this session. And once again, if they need to contact you for advice, feedback, how do they do that, Alan?
Just contact me directly, alan@couponbank.com. Find me on LinkedIn, Alan Smith, Coupon Bank Global Limited, and anyone who reaches out, I'll always reply to everyone.
So thank you for listening, everybody. Thank you again, Alan. We have 2 more sessions coming up on, we have an expert on luxury goods and another one going in on e-commerce search. So amazing conference to this point. And Alan, you added tons of value to it. So
thanks, Stephen. Thanks for inviting me. You're welcome. Bye, everyone.
Okay.